15 strange things that exist only in Mauritania. Separated from the bustling noise of the world, Mauritania is a country in West Africa that remains an undiscovered gem awaiting the footsteps of adventurous souls. It is not a place for those who love excitement and noise, but rather a paradise for those who are passionate about mystery, wilderness, and fascinating historical tales. With an area of over 1 million square kilometres, Mauritania is the 29th largest country in the world. Yet more than 90% of its territory is covered by arid deserts. This makes the entire country severely water scarce, plagued by constant drought. In addition to preserving ancient historical relics, mysterious legends, and hospitable locales, Mauritania has strange customs, such as the belief that the fatter a woman is, the more beautiful she is, leading to beauty queens weighing up to 300 kilograms. Furthermore, divorced women celebrate their freedom with parties. Join us on a journey to explore 15 strange things about Mauritania. Number 15. Market for divorced women in Mauritania. Mauritania is a destination for women seeking a second chance at marriage after experiencing marital breakdowns. This market exists due to the high divorce rate in Mauritania, particularly in rural areas. The lack of online dating apps also contributes to making the market an ideal place for those looking for new partners. Notably, single men in Mauritania often prefer to marry divorced women rather than young single girls. This belief stems from the ideology that values the experience and maturity of women. Many believe that divorced women have better household management skills, can take care of their husbands well, and are better at adapting to harsh living conditions. Unlike many Middle Eastern Islamic countries, divorce among women in Berber society in Mauritania is neither stigmatized nor forbidden. In fact, divorced women have the right to own property and possessions after divorce. They often sell these items at the market to cover living expenses and seek new partners. This unique cultural aspect of Mauritania shows the adaptability of women in a socially and economically challenging environment. However, it also raises questions about gender stereotypes, the role of women, and the need to promote gender equality in society. Number 14. Divorce celebration in Mauritania. Contrary to many cultures around the world, where divorce is often seen as a sad and shameful event, Mauritania has a unique custom, the divorce celebration. This custom attracts attention and sparks debate about its meaning and impact on women. The divorce celebration is usually organized by the woman, and it is an occasion for her to celebrate newfound freedom and express joy at escaping an unhappy marriage. During the celebration, the woman wears her best clothes, puts on elaborate makeup, and hosts a party with friends and family. In society, this is a time for the woman to regain her pride and peace. A new life begins for her, free from stigma, shame, or the shadow of a failed relationship. Society does not judge her for this. Once everything is over, she returns to being an unmarried woman. After finalizing the divorce, the Mauritanian woman returns to her family home with her children. Her mother and sisters welcome her with the sound of zagruta, a joyful cry with varied rhythm, tone, and pitch. However, this custom also has many hidden facets and controversies. Many believe that celebrating divorce is disrespectful to the husband and his family, considering it an insult and a blow to the man's honor. Moreover, this custom can also hurt the children in the marriage. Seeing their mother celebrate the divorce can make them feel confused, anxious, and lose faith in love and marriage. However, supporters of this custom argue that it is a way for the woman to relieve sadness and assert herself. They believe that women have the right to be happy and choose their own lives, and the divorce celebration is a way to express that. The divorce celebration is a unique cultural aspect of Mauritania, reflecting views on marriage and the role of women in society. However, this custom also generates much debate and needs careful consideration regarding its impact on the involved parties. Number 13. Women must be fat to be beautiful and marry. Hidden behind the vast sand dunes of West Africa, Mauritania retains a controversial traditional custom, leblos, also known as force feeding. According to this custom, girls from ages 5 to 12 must undergo forced fattening to prepare for marriage. A plump body is considered the standard of beauty, representing great wealth and prestige. Conversely, a skinny body is automatically deemed ugly and even unmarriageable. The purpose of leblo stems from the mistaken belief that the fatter and fuller a woman is, the more beautiful and attractive she is to suitors. Therefore, families force their daughters to consume enormous amounts of food, up to 16,000 calories a day, far exceeding normal nutritional needs. Here, the fattening service in Mauritania becomes popular, with the cost for a course being about $155. Naturally, when entering here, the girls will have to endure both physical and mental pain to achieve the desired weight. Most girls are sent to fattening camps in the desert, locations that eliminate any intent to escape. Here, the girls are required to eat a diet 8 times the normal energy intake. Girls aged 7 to 9 years old must consume daily 2 kilograms of grain mixed with 2 cups of butter and 20 litres of camel milk. Thus, each day a girl consumes 16,000 calories compared to the normal diet of 2,000 to 2,500 calories. The women overseers, called fatters, force the girls to drink camel milk, eat multiple times a day and limit their physical activity. If a girl refuses to comply, she is tortured or mocked. The fattening diet includes grains, milk, butter, meat and sweets. The girls are continuously forced to eat and are punished if they do not finish their portions or vomit. The consequences of this custom are extremely serious, leading to obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases and even death. Furthermore, sometimes to aid the force-feeding process, the girls must take growth hormones, including steroids and weight gain drugs for livestock. It is common for women in Mauritania to weigh over 140 kilograms after being force-fed. However, according to the WHO, such weight puts immense pressure on the heart and joints. Besides the health hazards, the force-feeding custom also robs the girls of their childhood and freedom. Instead of playing and studying, they endure confinement and forced feeding. Many girls fall into depression, despair, and even commit suicide to escape this custom. Today, awareness of the harmful effects of leblos is increasing. Many NGOs and human rights activists have spoken out against this custom and called on the Mauritanian government to protect young girls. Under public pressure, the Mauritanian government banned force-feeding in 2018. Number 12. Mauritania is unsafe for tourists due to high crime and terrorism rates. Mauritania is currently facing a significant security issue. The high crime and terrorism rates make tourists wary and force them to consider carefully before visiting, according to reports from the US. Department of State Mauritania has a high crime rate, including theft, robbery, fraud and drug trafficking. Tourists often become targets for criminals, especially in crowded areas like the capital, Nouakchott, and tourist cities. In addition to common crime, Mauritania is also at risk of terrorism. Islamic militant groups operate in the northern desert areas, frequently carrying out attacks on both military and civilian targets. The Mauritanian government has been working to improve security, but many challenges remain. Visitors to Mauritania should be extremely cautious, follow local security guidelines, and avoid travelling alone at night or to remote areas. Additionally, tourists should be careful with their personal belongings, especially money, jewellery, and mobile phones. Avoid travelling alone at night and in deserted areas. Be wary of scammers, especially those offering help or travel services. Always verify information and use services from reputable travel companies. For terrorism risks, tourists should stay informed about the security situation in Mauritania through official channels and avoid high-risk areas. Awareness of potential dangers and taking preventive measures are essential for personal safety. Travel companies often don't consider organising tours to this country because they deem it unsafe. As a strictly Sunni Muslim nation, women should avoid wearing clothes that expose their legs and arms, even as tourists. Revealing clothing can provoke reactions from locals. Men should avoid wearing shorts even in summer and opt for long pants. Additionally, limit physical contact, such as handshakes with Mauritanian women, as this is considered inappropriate in their culture. From a health perspective, avoid drinking tap water on the streets or in homes. What do you think about the danger of this country? Please comment your opinions below. Number 11. Slavery still exists in Mauritania. Mauritania is still grappling with the distressing issue of slavery. Although officially abolished in 1981, the system of slavery persists, causing suffering for thousands of people. It is estimated that about 400,000 Mauritanians, equivalent to 10% of the population, live in slavery. They are deprived of freedom, forced to work without pay for their masters, and endure harsh treatment and exploitation. Mauritania's most abundant resource is its endless sand dunes. Arable land accounts for only 0.2%. In such circumstances, many Mauritanians have no means of survival other than becoming slaves to wealthy masters. Slaves in Mauritania must perform all heavy labour, such as herding livestock and farming, often enduring beatings in return for a meagre meal. Much like slavery in the Dark Ages, once enslaved, they are completely owned by their masters, who can give or sell them like commodities. Even the children of these slaves automatically become slaves as a hereditary profession. However, slavery is a taboo word in Mauritania. No one is allowed to speak about this system. If caught discussing it with outsiders, the informant may be arrested and tortured. Given this situation, Mauritanians, half of whom are illiterate and live on less than $2 a day, can only accept that slavery still exists here in the 21st century. The lives of slaves are extremely harsh. They are denied any rights, including education, healthcare, and freedom to marry. They are beaten, tortured, and even sold like merchandise. The Mauritanian government has passed laws banning slavery and is trying to enforce them. However, due to resource shortages, a weak legal system, and deeply rooted customs, eliminating slavery remains challenging. Many NGOs and human rights activists are striving to combat slavery in Mauritania. They assist slaves in gaining education, finding jobs, and demanding their rights. However, they face numerous challenges and threats from slave traders and supporters of the slave system. Slavery in Mauritania is a stain that needs to be eradicated. The international community must support Mauritania in enforcing the law, raising awareness about slavery, and protecting the rights of slaves. Everyone can contribute to change by speaking out against slavery and supporting organizations fighting for human rights. Number 10. Land of Gold. Mauritania harbors enormous potential for minerals, attracting explorers and gold miners throughout history. Known as a promised land with rich gold deposits, it sparks dreams of prosperity among the locals. However, the path to finding gold is not easy. Gold mining requires digging deep tunnels facing numerous dangers and challenges. This work demands high teamwork spirit, courage, good health, and adaptability to harsh environments. In 2016, the discovery of gold in a region of Mauritania triggered a gold rush. Thousands flocked to the area, hoping to strike it rich for themselves and their families. Charming Town, located about 2 hours' drive from the capital, Nouakchott, became the main gold mining hub in the country. Life in Charming Town, however, is not easy. The area endures the harsh desert heat and frequent sandstorms, making life difficult for residents. Despite these challenges, they toil tirelessly, hoping to find gold and change their fortunes. Gold mining here also poses many risks. Many tragic accidents have occurred due to tunnel collapses, lack of oxygen, or toxic gases. Miners face daily dangers, risking their health and lives to make a living. Despite this, the gold rush shows no signs of slowing down. Locals believe this is their only chance to escape poverty and improve their lives. They accept sacrifices and risks to pursue their dreams of prosperity. Number 9. LGBTQ rights are banned. Mauritania is an Islamic country with conservative laws and culture, leading to severe stigma and discrimination against the LGBTQ community. While Mauritanian law does not explicitly outlaw homosexuality, homosexual acts can be punished under other laws such as public indecency or offensive behaviour. The LGBTQ community faces discrimination and harassment in all aspects of life, including education, employment, housing, and healthcare services. They are often ostracised by family, friends, and the community, sometimes even facing violence. Access to information and support for reproductive and sexual health is also very limited. The LGBTQ community in Mauritania operates very discreetly due to fear of persecution. They must conceal their identities and live in anxiety, unable to express their true selves. Despite many difficulties and challenges, the LGBTQ community in Mauritania is gradually speaking out and fighting for their rights. With support from the international community and their own efforts, they hope to achieve equality and respect in a more open and inclusive society. Number 8. The first beauty weighs 300 kilograms. With an obsession with obesity, Susan still holds the crown of the first beauty in this country, despite her advanced age and having gone through 6 childbirths. Her unparalleled weight of about 300 kilograms earns her the title of First Beauty, a position no one in Mauritania can rival. Susan has a massive body, a super large bust, an oversized waist, and swollen legs. She often struggles with movement and daily activities. However, these physical traits make her the first beauty of her tribe. Due to her outstanding beauty, from a young age, wealthy families in the village wanted to marry her to their sons. The day she married was a sad day for many young men in the area. Her husband always boasts about winning the jackpot, despite his weight being less than a third of hers. Although renowned for her talent and beauty in the tribe, Susan is increasingly aware of the consequences of being overweight. Not only does she face difficulties in daily activities, but she also suffers from many obesity-related diseases. Therefore, she no longer forces her children to eat excessively to attain beauty like hers, as she wants them to be healthy. What do you think about this beauty? Please leave your impressions below. Number 7. The longest train in the world. Mauritania is home to one of the longest trains in the world, known as the iron ore train, or train du désert. This train is a spectacular sight, stretching an impressive 2.3 kilometres as it travels from the iron ore mines in Drought to Nouadhibou. The train consists of numerous wagons filled with iron ore, forming a massive snake-like entity winding through the Sahara Desert. The journey lasts about 20 hours, passing through the stunning desert landscape, including giant sand dunes, rugged mountain ranges, lush houses. The iron ore train is not only a vital freight transport, but also a unique tourist attraction. Visitors can board the train in Drought or Nouadhibou and experience the journey through the Sahara Desert. The train has passenger seating and provides basic amenities such as toilets and a small bar. Travellers can also bring their own food and drinks. The iron ore train journey is an unforgettable experience, offering tourists the chance to explore the unique beauty of the Sahara Desert and learn about the lives of local people. Number 6. The obsession with lack of drinking water in Mauritania. Mauritania's vast desert landscape and harsh climate lead to a persistent problem, the lack of drinking water. Water shortages occur frequently, severely affecting the lives of local people. The main causes of water scarcity in Mauritania are low rainfall, limited groundwater resources, and over-exploitation. The arid desert climate results in an average annual rainfall of only about 200 millimetres, far below the level needed for daily life and agriculture. Moreover, groundwater in Mauritania is very limited, Due to the predominantly desert terrain, groundwater is often deep underground and difficult to extract. Over-exploitation of groundwater also exacerbates the water shortage. The only existing groundwater source is in Trarza, located in southwestern Mauritania. Leaky pipes in the city's poor areas contribute to an inadequate water distribution system, leaving only 68% of the population with access to water. This population is limited to less than 50 litres per person per day. In rural areas, water scarcity is even more frequent. The consequences of water scarcity in Mauritania are severe. Local people face many difficulties in daily life, personal hygiene and agricultural production. Tap water in the country contains many pollutants and harmful substances that can cause severe illness. Water scarcity also increases the risk of infectious diseases such as diarrhea, cholera and typhoid. Efforts to improve access to drinking water remain strong in this West African nation. With support from technical and financial partners and the implementation of necessary projects and programs, humanitarian groups believe that Mauritania can achieve the goal of providing clean water to 100% of the population by the 2030 deadline. Number 5. Weak healthcare system. Mauritania is currently facing an inefficient healthcare system leading to extremely high maternal and infant mortality rates. The weak healthcare infrastructure, shortage of medical personnel, deteriorating facilities, and limited access to healthcare services make women and children particularly vulnerable. Maternal mortality rates in Mauritania are 10 times the global average. The main reasons include the lack of essential healthcare services before, during, and after childbirth, as well as a lack of understanding of reproductive health and nutrition. Children also suffer from high mortality rates due to infectious diseases, malnutrition, and lack of access to basic healthcare services. The national health insurance system in Mauritania covers only a small portion of the population, mainly government employees and their families. This leaves most people to pay out of pocket for healthcare services, which are often very expensive. Divisions within the government and a diverse political agenda make coordination between donors and non-governmental organisations difficult. The lack of coordination results in wasted resources, overlapping programs and low effectiveness in improving the healthcare system. Number 4. Only 29% of the population has electricity. Mauritania, a country in West Africa, is grappling with a significant issue: lack of electricity. Only 29% of Mauritania's population has access to electricity, which severely impacts the country's social and economic development. The primary cause of the electricity shortage is that the supply cannot meet the increasing demand. The national electricity grid is limited, with inadequate investment and maintenance. Additionally, high electricity costs are a barrier, making it unaffordable for many people. The consequences of the electricity shortage in Mauritania are severe. People live without adequate lighting, affecting education, work, and daily activities. The lack of electricity also hampers economic and social development, particularly in sectors like production, industry, and commerce. How do you perceive the situation in this country? Please leave a comment expressing your opinion. Number 3. Severe poverty. Mauritania is facing a high poverty rate. The poverty rate in Mauritania is alarmingly high, seriously affecting the lives of the people and the socio-economic development of the country. According to the World Bank, in 2019, 46% of Mauritania's population lived below the national poverty line, equivalent to $1.90 per day. The poverty rate is much higher in rural areas, with 63% of the rural population living in extreme poverty. The main causes of poverty in Mauritania include its economy's reliance on mineral extraction, such as iron ore and gold. However, commodity price fluctuations and dependence on a few industries make the economy vulnerable and limit job opportunities. The harsh climate, persistent droughts, and desertification make agricultural production difficult, impacting rural life. Additionally, Mauritania's transportation, communication and healthcare systems are limited, making access to essential services and economic opportunities challenging. The literacy rate is low, especially among women and girls, making it difficult for people to get good jobs and improve their incomes. Poverty forces people to live in material deprivation, lacking food, clothing, shelter and essential services like healthcare, education and clean water. It also leads to social issues such as crime, child malnutrition, school dropout and migration. Number 2. The mysterious Eye of Africa in the Sahara Desert. Amidst the vast and barren Sahara Desert near Udine, Mauritania, lies a fascinating geological mystery, the Richat structure, also known as the Eye of Africa. With a diameter of about 48 kilometers, this formation appears as a giant brown circle surrounded by white limestone and dark sandstone layers resembling an eye. The Richat structure has long captured human attention. Locally known as Gelbia Richat, meaning dark circle, its origin has sparked imagination and legends for centuries. Scientists have proposed various theories to explain the formation of the Richat structure. Some suggested it was an extinct volcano, but geological studies show no evidence of cooled magma or volcanic activity. The most popular theory is that the Richat was formed by erosion and uplift of limestone, sandstone, and volcanic rock over time. Erosion by wind and water over millions of years created concentric spiral circles, gradually exposing different coloured rock layers, giving Richat its unique shape. This process also made the structure stand out from the surrounding flat Sahara Desert. Today, the Richat structure attracts visitors interested in exploring natural mysteries. Tourists can view it from above by plane or helicopter or hike to explore its unique terrain. The Richat serves as a reminder of the power of time and the Earth's constant transformation, showcasing the extraordinary beauty of nature. 1. Mauritania has the most expensive internet in the world. Mauritania, a country in West Africa, faces a significant issue: the high cost of internet access. According to a 2023 study by cable.co.uk, Mauritanians pay an average of $712.46 per month for internet, the highest in the world. This exorbitant price is due to the underdeveloped telecommunications system, with low internet access and slow speeds. Mauritania's telecommunications market is dominated by a few large companies, limiting competition and driving up prices. Furthermore, the deployment and maintenance of telecommunications infrastructure in Mauritania are costly due to challenging terrain and low population density. The high cost of internet access has numerous negative consequences for Mauritanians. It makes internet access difficult and expensive, especially for low-income people, affecting their ability to access information, education, and job opportunities. Additionally, the high internet costs hinder Mauritania's economic development. Businesses and organizations face high internet access costs, making it difficult for them to compete with businesses in other countries. So we've explored 15 strange things about Mauritania. What do you think about this country? Would you like to visit Mauritania to experience it yourself? Do you have any other topics you'd like us to cover? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay updated with our latest videos. See you in the next videos.